What signs has your body given you that's letting you know that your health is not in the greatest shape? It could be brain fog where you can't think clearly. It could be headaches. It could be stomach issues. It could be throat problems. It can be a myriad of things. Our body talks to us all the time. And so, like I said in the previous videos, I struggled with my health. My parents had to keep my sister and I on a strict diet in order to keep us alive. And so I learned at an early age how to have intuitive eating and listen to that body. But a lot of the times, food is addictive. Food is truly addictive. And so we hit the teen years and we ate how we wanted. And when I got married at 19, I just adopted the standard American diet. It would be easiest, and hey, I liked it. And so just that's how it went for a while. And then I got really sick after my first pregnancy and had to switch to a strict diet again. So I just back and forth, right? And I was strict vegetarian for 11 years. Never felt better in my entire life. I felt amazing. Never got sick, hardly ever. Had the flu once in 11 and a half years, which was incredible for me. So also, I hit my 5th pregnancy, and in the middle of my pregnancy, it was the dead of winter. It was a super, super cold year that year where I lived. And I just decided, you know what, that chicken looks good and I'm going to have chicken. And that was the end of it. I ate however I wanted. Every craving during the rest of that pregnancy, I caved into it and ate. And I didn't watch my diet for a lot of years. When my 5th child was 6 or 7, I kept telling my husband, I told him I need to go back to eating a strict vegetarian diet because I performed the best with that diet. And he just kind of rolled his eyes like, okay, here we go again. But he knew. He was like, you know what? I support you. I totally get it because you were the best. You had the best health at that point. And so he just was like, okay. And I just gave him that, hey, just a heads up. And that was when my 5th child was 6 or 7. And fast forward, he is about 13 and a half, 14. It was just before my 5th child turned 14 to where I really started having health issues, complete health issues. I had numb arms. I would wake up with I can't feel my arms. And that was scary for me. I clean homes. And so I just was in a lot of pain. I literally just came home feeling so bruised and beat up. And I remember coming home to tell my husband, I said, look, I can't do this for much longer. I know we could use the extra income. You're going to have to look for another job. And I don't know how much longer I can do this because I'm about done. And I wasn't doing good. My weight had fluctuated up and down, and I never felt good in my stomach. And I just was just not doing good whatsoever. So, my parents had always pushed the raw food diet, and they had done that several years on and off, and that's just something I wasn't willing to look at the time. But I tell you what, when your health hits rock bottom, or when your health is just, you'll do anything, whatever it takes just to feel better, that's where I was at. And I had happened to see a guy, I don't even know his name, but he was on YouTube, and he was a remodeler of homes, but he was also a strict vegetarian, and he ate raw foods. And so he compared our bodies to rebuilding a home and what it takes. And I was like, you know what, at this point, what do I got to lose? I'm going to try it. So I went completely raw, eating mostly fruits and just vegetables and nuts. And, I'd have a lot of smoothies. And I am not kidding. 4 days later, my pain that I had dealt with for about 8 months of pain every single day, in just 4 days, that pain was completely gone. And right there and then I was like, okay, it matters how I feed my body. And it's not just for me, it matters how everybody feeds and nourishes their bodies. So our bodies are going to talk to us all the time in how we are treating it, right? How is our performance going? Is it going great? Is it going great? Do you have Do you have skin issues? Do you have energy issues? Are you just feeling heavy and bogged down all the time? Are you just, does it hurt when you wake up in the morning? Let's be honest, you hit your 40s and things feel a little different when you wake up in the morning. Does it hurt? It shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to be in a lot of aches and pains once you hit 40 and 50. That is just your body going, okay, stop, and take a look at some things. And whatever you've been doing your whole life is just not working. And what is it? So I had found, I cleaned up my diet, strictly cleaned up my diet. And I went a whole year and a half with no sugar, absolutely no sugar. I did honey and I did pure maple syrup. And my go-to for a sweet tooth, because we all have a sweet tooth here and there, is medjool dates. I'd just go to the health food store and grab me a bag of medjool dates, and that would help the sweet cravings. Well, they say, and this is a whole different video, but sugar is way more addicting than cocaine. So it takes a year and a half to get out of your system, and it did. It took a year and a half to get out of my system, and I literally had better, clearer thinking in my 40s than I did in my 30s. It was just truly amazing. Well, unfortunately, I broke that streak. I think I went like 20 months, just under 2 years of not having any sugar. And then it just takes one time, right? One time, and it's the holidays, and you're like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. You know what? That's a plate full of goodies. I am just going to stick to one. I'm going to have one, and that's what I'll do. And that's a lot of self-control. But after doing that 2 times during the holidays, I noticed it had an immediate effect on my brain fog. I wasn't thinking as clearly, and my joints started acting up. So I'm telling you, if you have inflammation issues going on, sore joints or whatever, sugar and an acidic diet is not going to help you. And meats and sugars are full of acid, and it turns your body acidic. And the whole purpose of health is to try to get your body alkaline. You want more alkalinity in your body than acidity. So that's kind of what you go off of, and your body will let you know if you are high with acids rather than alkaline. It's important to balance, but it's so important to be much more higher in your alkalinity than your acidity. So anyway, that's all for now. I just thank you for watching Made to Heal with Angela Brown, and please subscribe to this channel, share it with others. And also, I am putting out a course for Christian women. It starts April 1st and it goes to June 17th. And I just share so many things that I've learned over the last several years that healed me from getting depression and suicidal thoughts. I dealt with that for 30 plus years. I dealt with anger, resentment, and I was just stuck. I was stagnant. I didn't know how to move on. I had horrible self-talk, horrible self-esteem. I couldn't even stand to be around myself, and I just was not a happy person. And when I learned the tools, I hit rock bottom, learned the tools, God put just the right people, the books, the classes into my life to teach me what would help me heal. And healing is never done, right? Healing is a lifelong journey. You're never done learning how to forgive. You're never done learning how to love. And you're never done learning to have patience. And it's just a lifelong process. So, but here's the difference between me 10 years ago and now is, do sad things happen in my life? Do we get heartache and hard stuff thrown at us in my household? Absolutely, we do. Our trials haven't gone away, but the difference is I have learned these tools that have helped me move forward and not stay stuck. And it's because of these tools that I don't sink into a depression or have suicidal thoughts. I love myself, and I feel worthy, and I know God loves me, and that I know that my worth to Him is far more than the rubies on this planet, right? Like, we have such infinite worth. We have no idea what our worth is. And so I share all of these in helping women Christian women heal spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So grab your mom, your sisters, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, whoever it is, and grab your tribe and come heal and learn and grow together with me. And I would absolutely love that. Each class is an hour and a half ish, 1 to hour and a half long. And it's a Zoom online live call. And then each week you get a one-on-one personal phone call with me for 15 minutes to really go over in your targeted areas on what it is you would like to work on. And anyway, I just would love to work with you. Like and subscribe and share this channel with others, and God bless. Bye.